We want to find the equation of this graph. So to start, we're going to mark our baseline, and our baseline looks like it's right here along the x-axis, so there's not going to be a vertical shift. We can then see our amplitude, how high and low we move from the baseline, and that amplitude is going to be 1. Now we need to decide if we want to do a sine or a cosine, and I know that at 0 cosine is normally 1, so I can see that this shift is just over 1 to the left. So I'm going to use a cosine graph, and it's going to have a phase shift to the left 1. Now I also need to determine the period, so let's look at the period. So let's go from a maximum to a maximum. So here's a maximum, here's another maximum, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So the period is 10, so we know 2 pi over omega equals 10. So when I'm writing this equation, I've got y equals, the amplitude was 1, so I can just use a cosine, and then in front of the x, I'm going to need something to cancel the pi, and then I got to get a 10, so it's going to be pi fifths. Now again, if you didn't see that, you could solve this for omega, and then when we divide by 10, we'd have 2 pi 10 equals omega and reduce these. So this pi fifths will give me the period of 10. Now I need to get the phase shift on there, and the phase shift is 1 to the left. So if I make parentheses here and do +1, so I do opposite sign, that will give me the phase shift that's 1 to the left. If we wanted to write that without any parentheses, we could distribute through, and we would have pi fifths x plus pi fifths inside of the cosine function.